I never imagined that the happiest week of my life could turn into the darkest so quickly. My name is Daniel, and just 2 weeks ago, I was preparing to marry the woman I thought was my soulmate. Emily and I had been together for 4 years. She was kind, vibrant, and had this way of lighting up every room she entered. Or at least, that's the woman I believed her to be. The days leading up to the wedding were a whirlwind of planning, family dinners, and excitement. Emily kept saying she wanted her bachelorette party to be low-key. Just a night out with her bridesmaids, some dancing, maybe a few drinks. I trusted her completely. Trust had always been the foundation of our relationship, or so I thought. That night, while I stayed back with a few friends for my bachelor gathering, Emily went out with her group. I didn't think twice about it. I knew she'd text me when she got home, just as we always did. But that text never came. Instead, at 3 in the morning, I got a call from my best man, Eric. His voice was hesitant, almost apologetic. He told me he had gone to pick up his girlfriend from the same club Emily was at, and what he saw left him speechless. According to Eric, Emily wasn't just dancing or laughing with friends. She was in the VIP section, on someone's lap, kissing him like they'd been lovers for years. At first, I refused to believe it. Eric even said he hesitated to call me because he didn't want to ruin things if there was some innocent explanation. But when he described the guy, a tall, broad-shouldered man I recognized instantly as Mark, one of her co-workers, my heart sank. Still, I couldn't rely on second-hand words alone. I needed the truth. Eric knew this, so without me asking, he sent me a short video he had taken. And there it was, my fiancée, the woman I was supposed to marry in less than a week, straddling another man and kissing him without a trace of hesitation. My hands shook as I watched it. I replayed it, hoping maybe I misinterpreted, maybe it was a trick of the camera. But no, it was her. And it was deliberate. In that moment, something inside me shattered. All the dreams I had built with Emily, the vows, the future kids, the house we'd talked about, all of it suddenly felt like a cruel joke. I didn't even know how to react. Should I confront her? Should I call off the wedding immediately? I barely slept that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Emily with him. By morning, my anger was boiling over. But beneath it all was a deep sadness, like I had already lost her. Still, I needed to hear it from her directly. When she finally stumbled into the apartment late the next morning, still wearing the same clothes from last night, I confronted her. My voice was steady, but my chest felt tight. "Emily, do you have anything you want to tell me?" I asked. She looked at me blankly, then tried to play it off with a tired laugh. "What are you talking about? It was just a girls' night. I'm exhausted." I pulled out my phone and showed her the video. For a split second, her eyes widened, panic flashing across her face. But then, shockingly, she smirked. "You're seriously upset about that?" "Daniel, it was just a bit of fun. It didn't mean anything." Her words hit harder than the video itself. I couldn't believe the coldness in her tone. The way she brushed off betrayal like it was a harmless prank. "Fun," I repeated, my voice breaking. "You kissed another man. You sat on his lap. You're supposed to be marrying me in less than a week." Emily rolled her eyes, like I was being unreasonable. "God, you're so dramatic. It was my bachelorette party. Everyone does crazy things at those. You need to loosen up." That arrogance, her utter lack of remorse, was the breaking point. She wasn't apologizing, she wasn't crying. She wasn't even trying to justify it as a mistake. She was mocking me. "I trusted you," I said quietly, almost to myself. "I was ready to vow my life to you. And this is how you treat me?" She crossed her arms, defensive now. "So what? You're really going to throw away everything over one drunken night? Grow up, Daniel. I'm marrying you, not him. You're the one I chose." But it didn't feel like a choice anymore. It felt like she had already shown me who she truly was, and I was the fool trying to pretend otherwise. My heart ached, but my mind was clear. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't argue. I just looked at her one last time and said, "The wedding is off." For the first time, her confidence cracked. "Wait, what? You're not serious?" But I was. And the look on her face, shock, disbelief, then fury, told me she finally realized her little fun had consequences she never expected. The days that followed were chaos. Calls from Emily's family flooded my phone, demanding explanations, begging me to reconsider. They said I was overreacting, that every bride makes silly mistakes at her bachelorette party. But I wasn't buying it. This wasn't a silly mistake. It was a clear choice she had made, without guilt, without hesitation, and with no thought of the man she was about to marry. I informed both families that the wedding was officially canceled. The venue, the caterer, the flowers, everything was called off. It was humiliating, yes, but not nearly as humiliating as standing at the altar beside someone who had already betrayed me. Emily, on the other hand, went into full damage control. She showed up at my apartment 2 days later, makeup streaked from crying, her confidence from before completely gone. She begged me to forgive her, swearing she had been drunk, that it was meaningless, that she couldn't imagine her life without me. But I had seen the truth in her eyes that morning when she dismissed my pain like it was nothing. I couldn't unsee that. Emily, I said as calmly as I could. Marriage is built on trust and respect. You've broken both. I can't marry someone who thinks betraying me is just fun. She collapsed onto the couch, sobbing, saying she had already told everyone at work, that she couldn't face her family or friends after this. She admitted that Mark, the co-worker from the video, had been flirting with her for months, and though she swore nothing had happened before that night, the fact that she entertained it at all was enough for me to know it would never stop. In the end, Emily lost more than just me. Her family, who had adored me, was furious with her for destroying something real. Her reputation among friends and co-workers took a hit when whispers of what happened spread. Even Mark distanced himself, not wanting to be tied to the fallout. As for me, I walked away with a heavy heart but a clear conscience. I knew I had saved myself from years of mistrust and misery. The wedding was off, but in truth, I had dodged a lifetime of pain. Betrayal has a way of tearing down illusions. I thought Emily was the love of my life, but what she showed me at that party was her true self. And once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. I may have lost a fiancé, but I gained something far more important. My self-respect, my freedom, and the chance to find a love that's real, not built on lies.